Now we're gonna start to dig deeper into the disruptive technology that could transform government-citizen relationship. This is a very interesting topic because today you can see the relationship between the public and the government is totally different. We will have an example of the wearable devices, especially in the public safety. Those wearable technology is transferring the emergency response and how the police department are reacting to this. I can tell you that the market expected to grow from 20 billion in 2015 to more than 70 billion in 2025. Moreover, this year is a very increase in the police department using the body cameras. This development of wireless devices that monitor the responder, breathing, heart rate, and even the blood pressure. This will be a potentially very essential for the environmental conditions and the line concern back to incident, command, psychological sensors, and high-performance material. The health support, such as hydration, communication capabilities, and even the situational awareness will also be determined. We can see that this point is outward to overlay in the real time, where you are looking in the sense versus what's going on. So the policeman now can check what's going on, what's your vital signs, and how they can reflect into your consideration. The Health and Human Service hotspotting for population health management also will be one of the applications that we can use. What we mean by this? For the hot healthcare trend, the population health management is very crucial now. Using the data and improve the health at the community level is very essential at the individual level as well. This sophistication of the GIS tools has allowed the public health researcher identify and start addressing the healthcare resources disparities more clearly. More and many factors around the patient don't make it into the electronic health record, including the diet, your exercise, your medication, or even the compliance and pollution. Those changes and those factors also can help to be determined through the geoseptical analytics, bringing either qualitative and quantitative information to the argument. The traditional healthcare approach now is totally changing because of this kind of digital disruptive. And understanding this geographic disruption can impact the targeting of the epidemiology, prevention, treatment, and research efforts. We have a very good example here. We can say that the burn affecting infant in Washington, D.C., by decoding the data of 344 children, started to scale or contact the burns. The researchers started to analyze those data and create what we call it the hotspot. And those hotspot representation were turned into a campaigns where they bring awareness of the hot water, the treatment in home, and how they can also decrease those rate of burns dramatically. Another application of the parks and recreation tracking for the trees for the better community and better future. This is very crucial where the climate change is the topic. The combination of advances in mobile data collection, systems, geocoding, this will let natural resources and parks agencies to be more proactive about collecting the tree data, managing urban forests, and quantify their values. As forests become increasingly very important resource in all the era of climate change, this kind of example of Philadelphia parks and recreation, they started to add approximately 2 million trees database system to their systems. The past few years, it plans to create a digital management system for all of them. Also in LA, city parks, they start to use the Davi Tree Expert Co, which is a web-based tree keeper management software to manage existing tree inventories and administrator work into order. All this amazing work led to an increasingly understanding and deeper look for the species balance to manage against pest, disease, and even the drought. Also in Washington Department of Natural Resources, they have completed an analysis of the street trees and canopy cover for more than 19 communities in the northeastern part of the state. It's all used to software suite from the USDA Forest Service they call the iTree. This iTree provides an urban and community forestry analysis and benefits assessment tools. This is some kind of a new technology where we use this kind of i3 tool to help us for communities and for cities for all sides, strengthen their urban forest management and advocacy effort by quantifying the environmental service that trees provide and the structure of the urban forest for every one of us. So this is very interesting also to check how the climate change can impact everyone here. Also, the public works can benefit marginally from this kind of traditional infrastructure. The public works now also can be considered into a different structure because of the high technology. And these regions of the country can see their renewable sources and replace energy from the coal-fired power plants to the city public works agency and turning into a new approach. Again, energy issue is now, and energy production is a part of this kind of change during the disruptive technology. In Jan, Portland Water Bureau, they flipped the switch for a first project in USA to produce energy from the hydropower. This hydropower in the municipal water pipelines were like a transformation for them. The company system, which is say that installed at almost no cost to the city of Portland, they use the gravity-fed flow of water inside a pipeline to spin 4 of 42 inches turbines that will produce energy for electricity like customers for the Portland. Under a 20 years power purchase agreement with the utility, they were able to conduct this kind of service from perspective that will be with no cost and also more efficient and effective, plus it's sustainable. So it's also a great impact and it's a great motivation.